Are UK care workers facing a major upheaval? Could the 2024 immigration rules alter the future of thousands? Is the UK healthcare system at a turning point? Get ready to uncover the startling impact of the UK's new immigration policies on care workers and their families. Dive deep with us as we unravel the realities behind these changes. Overview of new policy. The British government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, is introducing a pivotal shift in the immigration landscape, particularly affecting foreign care workers. The most striking change? A significant limitation on the ability of these workers to bring their dependents, including spouses and children, to the UK when they migrate for work. This policy isn't emerging in a vacuum. It's part of a broader strategy to control immigration numbers, which the government believes will benefit the UK's economy and labor market. But it's not just about numbers. The policy reflects a growing trend in global immigration policies, where countries are reassessing how they manage and integrate foreign workers. The specifics of the policy are what makes it particularly noteworthy. Unlike previous regulations, where care workers could bring family members under a more lenient system, the 2024 rules are set to impose stricter criteria. These criteria might include financial thresholds, limitations on the number of dependents, or even specific conditions based on the type of visa or the nature of the work. But why care workers? The UK's healthcare system relies heavily on foreign professionals to fill critical gaps. So this move raises several questions. How will it affect the influx of skilled workers? What implications does it have for the healthcare sector already strained by staffing shortages? Impact on care workers. The real-world impact of the UK's 2024 immigration policy changes on care workers. This isn't just a policy shift, it's a life-altering event for thousands of individuals who form the backbone of the UK's healthcare system. Let's put this into perspective with some numbers. As of recent years, a significant portion of the UK's care workforce is comprised of foreign nationals. These dedicated professionals come from diverse backgrounds, bringing essential skills to an already stretched healthcare sector. But with the new policy in place, the personal cost for these workers could be substantial. Imagine a scenario where a skilled nurse from India, who's been planning to bring her family to the UK, now finds that option slipping away. Or consider a Filipino caregiver, already working in the UK, who might not be able to reunite with his spouse and children due to the new restrictions. These are not just hypotheticals. These are the stories unfolding as we speak. The policy change means a lot more than just paperwork. It means tough choices, emotional strain, and potential isolation for those who have left their homelands to serve in the UK's healthcare system. The psychological impact of such separation can't be understated. It affects not just the workers, but also the quality of care they provide. Furthermore, there's the broader economic impact. Care workers with families are likely to invest more in their communities, contributing to local economies. Restricting their ability to bring dependents could result in a less stable workforce, with higher turnover rates, as workers may choose to move to more family-friendly countries. Government's perspective. But there are always two sides to a story. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak shared his top 5 goals for 2023. He basically said, "Go ahead, keep us in check to make sure we're getting things done." How are things going so far? Government targets 50% inflation reduction. The government's main aim is to cut inflation, the rise in prices, by half by the end of 2023. In the past months, it was at 10.7%. And they want to bring it down to 5.3% or lower. They track this with the Consumer Prices Index, and while they hit a monthly goal of 4.6% in October, the final number for the last quarter of 2023 will be out on January 17, 2024. That's when we'll know if they've met their target. Growing the economy challenge. The government strives to expand the economy from October to December 2023 compared to the previous quarter. This task, usually straightforward, faced complications as the economy showed no growth from July to September 2023. In managing inflation, the government increased interest rates, impacting spending and growth. The verdict on the economy's growth will be revealed with the GDP data for October-December 2023, scheduled for release on February 13, 2024. Government debt and GDP outlook. When governments talk about cutting debt, it's often about reducing it relative to the economy's size. Initially exceeding 100% of GDP this year, UK debt's revised calculation tells a different story. Despite historic highs, the Chancellor's goal to meet debt pledges for 2027-28 and 2028-29 is ambitious. The next debt forecasts, crucially impacted by fuel duty decisions, are due alongside the spring budget in 2024. NHS waiting lists and Sunak's pledge. Rishi Sunak pledges to reduce NHS waiting lists in England for quicker care, aiming to tackle the backlog by March 2024. The goal is specific to England, where September saw 7.77 million patients waiting, slightly up from the previous month. Challenges include NHS industrial action, adding around 210,000 to the list. The NHS aims for non-urgent consultant-led treatment within 18 weeks. Figures are usually released a month later. September's were out in November. Halting channel crossings. Rishi Sunak targets a decline in migrants crossing the English Channel, citing a 33% drop by November. The illegal migration bill passed in July grants the Home Secretary the duty to detain and remove illegal entrants. Progress is noted, but factors like weather may contribute. Daily figures on small boat arrivals offer ongoing updates. As we wrap up, remember that policies are always evolving. We promise to keep you updated with the latest developments. If you found this video informative, share it with friends and colleagues who might benefit. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on UK immigration and beyond.